butts, lots of butts, piles of butts, miles of butts as far as we've seen with a naked butt. Great big gobs of greasy, grimy gopher butts, asses and rear ends and back doors and butts. Butts. It's never a bad year for butts. This has been a pretty good year for butts. It's like a butt buffet. I guess I've been working up to this. We've gone from tangentially butt-related to explicitly butt-centered, and now we may as well tackle the bootiest song around. It's time to address the yellow butt in the room. And of course, it has to come from Nicki.
Boy named Troy used to live in Detroit.
You know, it's weird. I've never given a Nicki Minaj song a full review. I guess that's my fault. I've been neglectful. Well, let me fix that by reviewing a Nicki Minaj song right now. It's awful. It's disgusting, it's gross pandering, and it makes Nicki Minaj sound like a complete idiot. I hate this song. And I should clarify here that by this song, I of course mean Starshits. That single from 2012, which I'm still hearing all the time and just keeps getting worse. It's just an utter sellout turd of a song that once and for all turned Nicki Minaj into the bland, gutless pop star she has been trying to be for so long. Even the thought of her singing I Love to Dance turns my stomach. Yeah, that's always been my biggest problem with Nicki, just how readily she seems willing to make pretty pop songs instead of the fire spitting that made her famous. And I want to make clear, I dislike her becoming a shallow pin-up pop starlet, not because that's a bad thing to try to be, but it's because she's not very good at it. I mean, she seems like she would be, she sings pretty well, looks pretty good, but you can always tell it's not her. Her whole appeal is that she's angry and weird and aggressive. You can always tell she's wasting her talent when she makes music like this. Like, even if Michael Jordan did get good enough to go pro at baseball, is that what you want to be doing? Exactly. And goddamn, we need somebody like Nicki when she's on. All the really good big name rappers right now, like Kanye, Drake, Kendrick, even Jay-Z in his old age, they're all moody and introspective, and then you got all the regular blingin' bitches rappers who just talk about spending money, and it's all the same old shit. No one's shaking anything up. The most controversy a rap song caused in the past year was by supporting gay marriage. Where are the guys like DMX or Snoop Doggy Dogg, people who would scare your mom? There's no one like that, not even just in hip-hop, in any genre. So if Nicki Minaj makes an aggressive, filthy song that legitimately is edgy and shocks people, I'll take it. And I have to admit, I was brought on board just by the music video. Not the official one, but the lyric video she released as a preview, because it has one of the most bizarre, out-of-left-field pop culture references I think I've ever seen.
He loved his fat ass.
Guys, that's Mike and the Bots from Mystery Science Theater 3000. There is only one person in the world who cares equally about Nicki Minaj and Mystery Science Theater 3000, and that person is me. This video was made for me. Thank you, Nicki Minaj. Have some Mystery Science Theater quotes in return.
Oh, she's presenting like a mandrill.
But even ignoring that, I endorse this song. I mean, let's make hip-hop provocative again. And seeing all the pearl clutching that's going on, ooh, she's showing off her butt. Well, honestly, that only makes me like her more. So if you expect me to get up here and tell you I hate Anaconda, well, sorry. I like Angry Nicki. I like her flow. I like her ferocity. I like that she's blunt and makes people this uncomfortable. Play it. Yeah, don't like it, deal with it. Whenever I hear this song, I just have to get... It makes me feel... Okay, fine, you got me. It's a complete train wreck. Like, it's a complete disaster. This isn't an earworm. It's an ear piranha, eating chunks of you, leaving behind blood and carnage as it digs its way into your brain cavity. It's a mess. But I still stand by everything I said. Given the option of listening to prettier songs like Shake It Off or All About That Bass, I prefer this. I'd rather listen to Nicki rap about her ass than Meghan Trainor rap about hers. And speaking of All About That Bass, because Anaconda is also a female singing about her butt, it's been subject to all the same debates. Is All About That Bass, you know, is this feminist? Is this not feminist? Is this a brave celebration of female sexuality? Or, you know, is she just selling her body to a bunch of drooling dudes? Yeah, I've absorbed both sides in this, and I'm not saying the other argument is wrong, but in this case, I think the weight of evidence comes down pretty firmly on one side. Is it feminist or not? Here's the answer. I don't care! Yeah, I know, I'm that guy who overthinks everything, but if I'm allowed to not try and find the deeper meaning of any song, can it be this one, please? You realize what song we're talking about, right?
He loved his fat ass.
The point of this song isn't to have a political message about sex or body image or feminism or whatever the hell. There's only one point to this: to assault your standards of good taste. Everyone, you're being trolled.
He love this fat ass.
Now, like I said, this song is painful to listen to. I don't expect everyone to like it. If there weren't a lot of people who utterly hated it, it would have been a failure. But let's list all the reasons it's pissing everyone off. Now, first off, it's based on a sample, and the great thing about sampling is that it changes the meaning of the original source, like the way Naughty by Nature took the Jackson 5's bubblegum kindergarten-y love song and turned it into a tune about banging other dudes' girlfriends. So, what song has Nicki Minaj chosen to oh so cleverly subvert?
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Oh my gosh, look at her butt.
Oh, Baby Got Back.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
An already filthy rap song. That's the first butt song everyone thinks about when they think about butt songs. If I wanted to listen to a butt song, why wouldn't I just listen to that? But it's all about the hook. Look at the way it ingeniously twists and rearranges the pieces of Baby Got Back into something new entirely.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Oh my gosh, look at her butt. Oh my gosh, look at her butt. Oh my gosh, look at her butt. Look at her butt.
That was awful. That was the worst, laziest, most pathetic excuse of a sample I have ever heard. That wasn't a hook, it was just two random lines played over and over again. And whatever, I already said this song was an audio nightmare. But what about just Nicki's presence?
Pussy put his ass to sleep, now we calling me night.
Maybe it counts as a new twist just through the act of making the all-time definitive ass song from the point of view of the ass's actual owner. I mean, it's called Anaconda. It's switching the focus from Nicki's ass over to Sir Mix-a-Lot's dick. And I just said that out loud like it was a good thing, didn't I? Hold on, let me think about this one.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
See, I don't even know what the hell I'm on about right now. This is not about any dude's anaconda. I'm not sure why it's called that. I mean, there is some stuff in there about dicks.
Said he don't like him bony, he wants something he can grab.
But yeah, mostly it's still about asses. And while there is something to be said about gender swapping the narrative, it's still not much of a change.
I like 'em round and big.
I think Baby Got Back is a female objectification song. It's all about how Sir Mix-a-Lot likes one body shape and hates the other. And yeah, you can absolutely have a problem with that. But at the same time, let's be real, you gotta work kinda hard to get offended by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
So Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that.
You know, for a dude oogling girls' butts, you're not gonna find a guy who cares so much about women's feelings. He cares very deeply about how you get treated by the media and whether you want to roll in his Mercedes.
Ladies, do you wanna roll my Mercedes?
He's a saint. So it's not much of a new twist on Baby Got Back. It's taking us back to like the Puff Daddy days when there wasn't anything clever about sampling. He's just stealing someone else's work. And honestly, I'm not sure why Mix's voice is even sampled at all here.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
And Nicki's like, well, I've got buns, so his anaconda does want mine. Who cares what Sir Mix-a-Lot's anaconda wants? Nicki is one of the hottest celebrities in the world. Why would she care about impressing a one-hit wonder from 22 years ago? I make this man's dick hard. Go me. Although actually, now that I think about it, it does kind of make sense.
I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing.
Were flat butts really all the rage in 1992? I have difficulty believing that's true, but if it is, then Sir Mix-a-Lot may be the most influential man in fashion history, because I have not heard anyone since then say, God, I love scrawny flat butts. Getting Sir Mix-a-Lot's approval actually means a lot. He's like the Tim Gunn of butts. I haven't really talked about Nicki's part in this yet, which I probably should, because that's the part I actually like. I mean, it's mostly about sex, and it's dirty as hell.
Pussy put his ass to sleep, now we calling me NyQuil.
Which I approve of.
Big dope selling money, he was getting some coins.
It's also about having sex with drug dealers, which I approve of a little less.
I let him hit it cause he's slaying cocaine. He's
Look, don't have sex with drug dealers. You know, it sounds funny at first. He's got money, he's a bad boy, ooh, and it's just about the sex at first, but then you're carrying drugs for them over the border, you're locked up in a Thailand jail, you have to pull off an elaborate scheme to play him and the cops off each other. It's all way too complicated.
I only took a half a pill. I'm on some dumb shit.
Look, I think both fans and haters of Nicki have the same reason. She's annoying. She pisses people off. And she can tone it down sometimes, but here she's not even trying to hide it. Like, even at her best, she sounded a bit like a Powerpuff Girl. But listen to her here.
So I pulled up in the Jag, Mayweather with the jab like dun 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 dun.
Holy God, she's turning into Crazy Frog.
Like dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
And if there's any part to really object to, it's the outro where, look, I don't even know.
This one is for my bitches with a fat ass in the fucking club. I said,
She's grinding on Drake, which, ew, while she's saying this.
fuck the skinny bitches, fuck the skinny bitches in the club. Fuck you if you skinny bitches. What? Cute.
Girls, you're both pretty. That's a condescending stock phrase I use when a stupid argument is breaking out, but I guess I mean that pretty literally here. Can I ask, is there a gang war brewing between skinny bitches and fat bitches? Is this one of those things where I have to wear neutral colors? Can't we all just get along? Look, I think a lot of people are underestimating Anaconda. Now, there is a lot to like about it, and it reminds me a lot of the equally weird Ass, in which Nicki had the best part. And I especially love the way Anaconda ramps up towards the chorus. I always thought that uber tense bass line was a little wasted on Baby Got Back, but I love how extreme and intense it gets right up to the chorus.
He said he don't like him bony, he wants something he can grab. So I pulled up in the Jag and I hit him with the jab like dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course, and then it gets to the chorus again. Yeah, no. I do try to maintain my credibility. I haven't flushed it down the toilet in a while. Although you guys wait a couple months for the top 10. But yeah, Anaconda is not the hill I want to die defending. Yeah, even if I like Nicki's part, which I do, this song is just too hard to listen to. It's more like a bad remix of Baby Got Back than a real song. But even so, yeah, I'm genuinely shocked to see something this edgy and purposely unlikable in the top 10. When Nicki did the same thing with Stupid Ho, the public rejected it en masse, which I don't get at all. Why do they hate that so much? And yet this is actually kind of popular.
I wanna see all the big fat ass bitches in the motherfucking club.
Oh, right. Butts. Seriously, we could do with a little less butts, okay? I'm on some dumb shit.